Alright, it's Friday. I didn't go to any sales today. There weren't any that really interest me. I just didn't give a proverbial crap. Had too much stuff to go through here. All the stuff that you see is kind of what I did that preview last night, what I was going to show in more depth, let you see everything that I got today. And that's what it is. I think I spent about $254 on this. I don't really know. I know I spent $200 on the stuff I got from my friend Dan. And I know I spent anywhere from $47 to $54. So I'm just going to say $254 is what I spent on everything. And I'll figure it out whenever, you know. I'm going to sort through this as I'm going through this, because some of it I'm going to take out this weekend and some of it I'm not. Some of the stuff I got I know works. Some of it I know doesn't work. Let's see. I don't need this bag. Alright. Let me just put it somewhere where it won't blow away, maybe. I can put it under this lid. Alright. It's actually faster for me to go through it this way. Because it's a good chance for me to just not have to sort it and organize it like and longer, you know. I don't really care if I'm neat when I do this stuff. People get mad at me sometimes. They say, "Oh, you just threw stuff around," and I don't do it on purpose. All right. So what AJ picked up for me was stuff he didn't want from another pickup that he did. He went to this person's sale and he kind of cherry picked the best stuff. Then he saw there's a lot of common, nonsensical games and things like that. And I will buy this stuff for the flea market because I do a lot of flea markets. AJ's been doing a lot lately, but normally he doesn't do as many as I do. So I buy stuff at flea markets for people that just want games to play. Not really high-end stuff all the time. To be honest, I'd much rather sell a game for a few dollars than $20. But that's getting harder and harder to do. Anyway, from AJ's he didn't want pickup, the leftover from the cherry pick stuff that he saw that was still sellable. Here's what I got. I got a PS2 console. It should work. And then I got an assortment of games. I'll take out the Xbox 360 games. Most of these shouldn't be worth more than $4 or $5, so I'll sell them like $4 for every time. So here's the games I got: Dead Rising, Armored Core, Battlefield Bad Company, Sonic Unleashed, Titanfall, and then it also came with PS1. I hope he didn't pay $1 for this, because I said just pay $1 for the games, you know. And he said this one's sealed. This one I'm just going to give my daughter. But then there are more Xbox 360 games. But so I got a Tiger Woods. Let me just make sure. Maybe there's something good in here. No. AJ, don't spend my dollars on stupid crap like that. Sonic Mega Collection, Hitman 2, Need for Speed. The games I'm throwing in the bucket, I'm not taking out tomorrow because I don't have this stuff set up. And I already have a bunch of PS2 games out, and I The Getaway. I also have Nenko Museum. I also have 2 PS2 consoles out, Terminator, Dawn of Fate. That's probably a pretty cool game. I really like Terminator movies. Star Wars Battlefront. Looks like there's also some PS1 games in there. Oh, and there's a PS2 memory card. I can use those, but I'm not gonna. Gran Turismo 3, Mafia, Crush Hour, Grand Theft Auto 3. You'd think that game would be worth more, but I guess it was so massively overproduced that nobody's buying it. Maybe the guy threw in that Tiger Woods game. It would really bother me if you spend $1 on that game, AJ. You should know better. ATV Off Roadway 2, Madden 2000 something or other. Alright, okay, now I got some more Xbox games. What's this? Kinect Adventures. Kind of a throw-in game. Lego Dimensions. I could probably sell this one at the flea market. I wish it'd be worth more than 10, but I would just give it to my kid. Kinect Sports, Skylanders, Trap Team. I actually can't wait for my friend Daryl to get out of the hospital and to be able to start working again. Aliens, Colonial Marines, Garden Warfare. I saw him yesterday, and he's doing better. He had a goal, Skylanders again, of Plant vs. Zombies, Grand Theft Auto 5. That's the better one, but it's probably only worth about $10 or so. This stuff I'm leaving out. I'm going to take right out Madden 11. I got a PS2 memory card. So anyway, Daryl is doing better. This wants to go to a controller. Stuff I guess I just give to Daryl. And actually I'll put it to the side so I can give to him. Actually, there's some PS1 games. Driver. This is good for when I sell a PS1 as a throw-in. And ATV Mania. Because it's got a lot of... I mean, the funny thing is they have this stupid arcade now they're selling for like hundreds of dollars. And basically it has these games. You know, or the PS1 Mini, I guess it's called. I don't even know. And also I got what looks like a pretty clean controller. This stuff should work because no AV. AJ bought this off of a real live person. Oh wow. So I got one what do you call this, receiver, and I got 2 Wi-Fi controllers. This is me throwing my hand up. You didn't see it, but basically I threw my hand up and I was like, how does that happen? Alright, let me move over to here. Now that was the pickup from AJ stuff. Let me just get this out of the way so I can make some room. And this stuff is going inside. That stuff's going into temporary storage. Got this, what would probably be a really neat Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game, but my friend Dan said this part didn't work. So odds are, I'm just going to give it to Daryl. Sometimes Daryl can fix stuff like that, but honestly, for me, you know, it's like, this is so big to tote around, and every time someone asks me about it, to have to tell them that, yeah, it's just not worth it. And also, Dan gave me this really big Stormtrooper, and I've had, let me see if it'll stand. I've had these really big Stormtrooper, Darth Vaders. Probably, I bet you I could, I mean, he's got ink on his face. I'm not even going to try and clean it, because... what's the deal, Stormtrooper? How much are you worth? What am I going to sell you for? Or, what does a Stormtrooper sound like? I don't even remember. I'm only worth $10 at most. Oh, then it's too much trouble for me to clean you. He does have his gun. Does his gun come out of his hand? Oh, good. Actually, I'd probably have to lose the whole hand to lose the gun. So apparently the gun will never get lost. I'm going to put him here. I'll put this here. And that there. But I will take this out, and I'll sell it most likely for $10. I'll ask like $12. And maybe I'll get somebody that isn't a total jerk, because most people will offer me $5, which in my opinion is ridiculous. But again, I wouldn't even buy that anymore. I wouldn't buy it for $1, because I've had them. They take too long to sell. And what I was saying is, I could probably sell a Stormtrooper faster than Darth Vader, because everybody probably has a Darth Vader, but it's probably cool to have Darth Vader with several Stormtroopers. So even if they want one Stormtrooper, it'd probably be cool. I'm Darth Vader, and I'm flanked by 2 Stormtroopers. My friend Dan threw in this complete book of dolls. Let's see. Oh, well, let me see the publishing date, because then it will not have any dolls. Yes, this goes all the way. This is the complete book of dolls up to 1975. And there have been dolls made since then. Okay, this is the $200 that I spent with Dan. Some people might say to me, after I go all through this stuff, because there is games. I figured there's about $250 in games here, and then the action figures. Some people might say, "Hey, you pay too much," and maybe it's true. You know, maybe I do pay too much sometimes. But I do have a soft spot for games, and lately I've been trying not to pay too much for anything. But he was my friend, and it was a fair deal. So what the hell? All right, but this is the better stuff. Now, oh my God, what is this? Oh, part of the deal. I got a free Bluetooth adapter box. Maybe it's in there. I don't know, but whatever. I'll just say that for now. All right, back to video games, and these are the better games. Okay. Everybody should know when you're looking at a video game console to do this. Now, I'm sure my friend Dan did that. He knows exactly. But does everybody know this? This part comes off. And sometimes people keep their secret stash of drugs and or money there. So, don't get excited, folks. This doesn't work. It's kind of cold out. Let's see. Got a Game Genie book. Has a small amount of value. I'll take that out. You know what, though? If I do have a Game Genie here, I'm not taking that out. I got an Alien vs. Predator DVD. Now, that goes to Flea Market. That's worth $2. M. Night Shyamalan's The Village, $2. I guess Stan was like just here. This is a nice find. It's a turbo pad, turbo graphics controller. Probably AJ wants that, so I'll just take it. I'll make sure I'll take it with me tomorrow. I'll probably trade him something for it. These are really hard to find. They could be worth 20. I don't know, maybe on an insanely good day, like $30. But you know, I can't test it. So if AJ doesn't want it, it's going to Daryl for when he gets home. Yeah, like I was saying, Daryl is supposed to get home from the hospital, maybe the 13th. But now he's going through rehab, and they got this stuff going on where he needs a special brace. So I'm hoping they don't delay it, because I know he really wants to go home. Here's a Nintendo, a Super Nintendo. That doesn't seem to have any parts. I hope it at least has the AV. Whatever, I'll find out in a second. Here's an aftermarket Nintendo, and it only does the Nintendo. It's called a Generation Next. This is something that I will sell eventually. You know, I'll put this in the box over there later. I'll be more neater. And because I have one that's already for testing. Here's a very dirty and yellowed AV cables, and here's the controller that must go with that, because it's weird. It kind of looks like a Super Nintendo controller. No, that's the right controller. It says NEX on the back, and this must be the power supply, although it doesn't say. I'll just put it next to it, and I'll figure that out later. All right. The hell is this? Oh, that goes to the Generation Next. Some kind of label. Doesn't really matter. I'll just put it there. This is the thing about, like, when I do this way. It's slower. Oh, I got a jumper pack. This comes in handy. I actually gave one to AJ yesterday. He's gonna probably cover me somehow with that. Give me something in return. Here's a power supply for something. Oh, this is the Generation Next adapter. So I don't know what this power supply is. Maybe it'll work on the Nintendo. Put that there. All right. What do we got? Oh, and we have a Nintendo controller. So I have everything to hook up either one or the other. But I'm not taking those out this weekend. You know, I'll take it out. Okay, this is random stuff that I would just give to Daryl, because I have no use for this. So this would be Daryl's stuff. So let me just put this here. Alright, now in terms of games, there should be a bag of games. Okay, there's more games that must be in there. Unless it's in the house. I hope it isn't. Alright, let me go through. Mario Brothers, Duck Hunt, it's like 10 to 15. Super Mario Brothers 3, probably 15. Dragon Warrior 2, probably 8. Cabal, probably 5. Zelda, probably 15. Super Mario 2, probably 10 to 12. No, I guess that's it. There's not really a lot of stuff. Dragon Warrior, probably 5 to 8. Alright, then I got some Super Nintendo games. Mortal Kombat 2. This is probably the best game. Maybe it's 20 or 30 bucks. I don't even know. Mortal Kombat 2. This would actually be good for lotting. I may or may not take that out. Doom. That's probably I don't really know. Maybe a $10 game. Street Fighter 2. Probably 10 to 15. Out of This World. I don't know. Probably 8. NBA Jam. I do that to see if it's rattling. I thought I heard a rattle. NBA Jam. Probably 10. I don't really, you know, I don't get this game all the time. Joe and Mac. Now, this could have been a very valuable game, but it's not. The first one isn't worth much. Joe and Mac 2 is worth more. This is worthless. It's not really worth less, but and this is Super Adventure Island. Not really sure on the value of that. I'm just going to guess 10 to 15. All right, so let's put this stuff back. Now, odds are I'm not going to take out any of this NES stuff tomorrow, because I already have a bunch of NES games and nobody's buying them. I might, if I have time, I might test some of that stuff, but I'm not committing to that. I'm just going to put them in here right now, because I kind of have all these games at the flea market already, and I haven't sold any of them. I'll probably put that stuff there. Okay, let's get to the toys. Do this. Okay, the toys, there's an interesting combination. I guess I'll just make this a really long video and show them all. This looks like total nonsense. Kung Fu Turtle. I dance Kung Fu to Kung Fu fighting. It's not old. I'm sure it has almost no value. Then I got some dinosaurs. What does this say? This is just random stuff that, this stuff I gotta look up, and I don't care about looking it up. My friend Dan is also another seller, a reseller, like I am. So he basically does his homework and stuff. So I expect everything to be a fair deal. This is just some nonsense, as far as I can tell. Maybe it's really valuable. It beats me. All right. There were some Thundercat stuff, and of course you might recognize this guy. He is, of course, the leader of the Thundercats. I never actually watched the Thundercats show, but I imagine that if I did, it would kind of go something like this. He would be like, "Hello, children. I am Lionel of the Thundercats. I was bitten by a radioactive lion tamer, and I got humanistic powers, and now I can talk and I can wear tight clothes. See my buttocks? I probably guess you didn't know this, but here's some Thundercat trivia about my name. I was named after a famous toy train company, the Lionel Trains. Most people don't know that. They think I'm named after a lion and Al, some guy named Al. Al was actually the guy who had sex with my mother, and people assumed he was my father, but he was not. Anyway, I just wanted to say I was named after a train company, much like the also famous historical figure that many people don't like, Karl Marx. He was also named after trains. Oh, and one thing people didn't notice is that I have this little device here, so I can do, this is for Daryl, this is a Daryl joke, I can do my famous reach around action. Yes, and that's Lionel. Can I keep doing this? Hello! What is this? Hello! My name is Edward Circular Saw Hands. That's me, Edward Circular Saw Hands. And I have circular saws for hands. That's how I got my last name. My first name, Edward, I don't have a clue. But I'm a super villain. You probably didn't know that. I don't like this guy. And I did not always want to be a supervillain. I had wanted to be possibly a barber, or maybe even a proctologist, but it just didn't work out for me. Okay, I think this is He-Man. Yeah, because I think I can tell by the legs. Okay, this is He-Man, and maybe he's a beast dude, and he can't get this over his head for some reason. This is He-Man, named after because his manliness, I guess. Maybe this is Thundercats. I don't know. Because I know there was a mix of Thundercats and He-Man, and I think also Ghostbusters, and maybe other stuff. I don't know. I'll just put them in the... Hello, I am Dogman, and I was bit by a radioactive dog. Lots of people think that I was spawned of, like, a terrible act between a man and an animal, but that's not the case. Alright. I don't even know if this is like, oh, his arm's broke. God damn it. This guy has a lot of holes. Maybe he had a lot of weapons attached to it, but whatever. I don't know who this is. Okay, there's a lot of random toys. I know this is He-Man. The skunk dude. Gum. He-Man. Oh, hello. I'm not really He-Man. I'm He-Man's son. I deny you as my child. Come on, tell the truth. You had relations with a Smurf, and I am your spawn. I will never allow that to... no, I deny it. Okay. He's like blue He-Man. I don't know what his deal is. This might be from Ghostbusters. I don't know who this is. Oh, here's a Godzilla. Godzilla, look. But it looks like somebody smacked the hell out of Godzilla's jaw. God. This is probably from the 80s movie. I'm not in a rush to take that out. I don't know who this is, but his head does weird things. It's like really tiny. Maybe it's Ghostbusters. What's that say? Columbia Pictures. It could be Ghostbusters. I'm going to kind of sort through some of this stuff and see if I can figure some of it out. I don't know. If anybody wants to tell me anything, give me some advice. I'm going slow enough. No clue. 1985. No clue. Who's this? Oh, this is... Hello, I'm Lionel's father. Ha 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 ha. Don't tell him, though. I don't want to pay child support. This is pretty cool. This ought to be worth something. And what is this? Okay, I think this is from Toxic Avenger. So maybe some of the stuff here is from Toxic. So it appears to be an assortment of toys. That looks like Toxic Avenger. If you gotta get, I know everybody knows the cartoon. Oh, does my neck supposed to do this? Give you a chiropractic adjustment. Hold on. And there you go. Oh, that feels much better. What kind of action you got, dude? Very weak arms. I know who this is. This is Hulk Hogan. This ought to be worth $10 at least, I think, right? So there's a lot of decent toys here. I'll probably put that in my showcase if it doesn't sell. I don't know who this is, but it might be He-Man because of the belt. I don't even know who made He-Man. Malaysia. Is that... and who cares? Here's another dinosaur. Kids like these. Actually, I might take these out. I'll take out, like, these dinosaurs, maybe. You know, I get like $3, $4. This random stuff. Kind of looks like an alien, but I mean, it's definitely an alien. But what's up with the like really short legs? In the alien dwarf, I'm wee man alien, wee alien from Jackass, from Alien Jackass. Okay. There's a H on this guy's belt, so that must mean something. I'll look it up. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. These sell for like $4. California Raisins, $1 or $2. Oh, there really is a bunch of random toys. Yeah, here's another alien, but check this out. What's up with his weird legs? His little stubby legs. Aliens in the movies do not have like these little stubby legs. They're breeding them with like, anybody remember this guy? Gumby's dog. His name is... and did I say dog? Obviously a horse. Pokey. Pokey 2. I know this guy's from He-Man. 100% for sure. See, what I'm going to do... oh, this is a pretty brutal looking... my car just drove in. Ninja Turtle. Something got him going. Maybe he got bit by the werewolf dude. Where's werewolf? There he is. Okay. If people find this annoying... oh, look, his head spins, but he doesn't have a turtle shell. So this is parts. Here's a lion. I guess, you know what? I'll put this here. I'll put the lion here. I'll just take this stuff out. I really don't care about that stuff. Oh, another alien. Well, that's cool. 3 aliens. And again, though, this one has more normal size legs. I don't know what this guy is. This is like some kind of Bobby or a cop. Who makes this? Columbia Pictures. Maybe it's from Ghostbusters. Ninja Turtle. Again, missing the back shell. Okay, this is Slimer from Ghostbusters. Okay. I think this is He-Man. Wow, she's got some thick thighs. Little booty, though. Raisins. I can sort this stuff into total nonsensical whatever. And here's just like, what do you call it? It's like a wrestler, but it's a finger puppet wrestler. I don't know what that's worth. Bartman. Don't have a cow. Another wrestler. That's a hard one. Some basketball player. I'm going to guess this guy operated a jackhammer, or he gave the other construction workers massages. I don't know. Sure, like you look really stressed out. This is from, I believe this is from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The reporter, her name escapes me. This looks like a kind of random G.I. Joe dude. This is probably April. It's somebody's camera, so that's probably worth like $80 on it. I'm just joking. I have no clue. This I don't know. Looks like a Ghostbuster thing. Another Bart. Half torso man. If you get close enough and he can grab you, you're in trouble, buddy. And this looks like parts to something. Here's a unicorn helmet of some sorts. This looks like something I'm going to have to figure out. Here's the battery cover for something. And a helmet. Okay. And this, maybe this is like Ghostbuster stuff. Alright. I'm only going to take out the stuff that I can figure out. Okay. This guy has antennas on his head. So he must be part bug. I don't know what he's from. It's He-Man. He's got this thing on his back. You turn the knob. His back opens up. AJ was looking at it yesterday going, I don't know what this does. Keep surface and backpack clean. Beats me. This looks like another He-Man Barbie combination. It's made by Mattel. So let's see. Did Mattel make He-Man? She got the same thick thighs though. A little booty as the other one. I don't know. There's always these guys, these He-Man guys, they do these weird things with their legs. You know, their legs just kind of get weird. And they have strings that you have to be careful when you're buying these because the legs snap. This guy has this kind of action where you twist his head and it goes from like this color to like a regular dude, but then you can twist it one more time and it goes all the way over to green. Alright, here's a giraffe. This stuff I'll just take out. This is total, you know. How much for that? $1 or $2. This is obviously from the Ghostbusters. This is Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. How'd you get so dirty, Mr. Stay Puft Marshmallow Man? I wouldn't eat you. You're gross. Polar bear. What's this? Broken tusk elephant. Poachers must have been at him, but fortunately got away. Them evil ivory poachers. Oh, I'm Skeletor. I'm a bad guy, and I have the face of a skull. I don't know how that happened, because everything else is fleshy, so it makes no sense. This is a He-Man guy. You can automatically tell the He-Man guys because they have these like weird legs, except for the ladies. The ladies don't have those weird legs. But all the He-Man guys just have this weird kind of like they kind of go sideways because they're so muscular. Or if you try and make them straight, it's like they're pooping. So. Alright, it's kind of cold out and my battery's dying, so I'm going to try and finish this up relatively quickly. You might have missed a couple of toys. Who cares? Some kind of weird Frankenstein dude. Gotta figure him out. Another He-Man character. Officer Satchel Man? No, maybe it's a post office. Yeah, it's a mail carrier, dude. I was like, short satchel wearing officer. No. Here's some more random animals, like a lion, like the female version of a lion. Some kind of dog, not worth a lot. I don't think. This is those other figures. I'm almost positive are He-Man because this is like a He-Man one. And you can tell because the same thick thunder thighs and little butt. This must be a Ghostbusters character, unless he's Toxic Adventure because it's Can Man. I'm not familiar with Can Man. Perhaps you are. Some random little smaller animals. Perfect flea market junk. And since I'm going to have to edit this again, I might take out my other camera and finish up with that because I still have a bag of Ghostbusters. There's a lot of toys here. I didn't count, but if you felt like counting, here's a cheap-looking dinosaur, a stupid Santa Pez, and a giraffe. All right. Let me just switch to my camera phone, and then I'll just edit it all together. Unfortunately, I have to do that. I'm going to finish up, but of course, this bag. I'm going to finish up with the Ghostbusters. I got some Ghostbuster stuff. Her hair flips out. Ghostbuster action. He's sticky. I don't know why. Looks like some of the same characters. Yeah, it looks like the same dude. And so in varying degrees of condition. Her hair flips up. That's probably the, oh wait, let me see. When she goes, her hair flips up. This must be from the cartoon series. This would be probably Egon. I have to wash these, apparently, because they're gross. Like, this has weird little spots on it. So I'm probably not taking those out tomorrow. I don't know. Okay. Like, there's something going on with this hand here. And I meant legs. Alright, is this the Marilyn Monroe standing under the train? And I would be standing over the train grate. Ghostbuster scene. Okay, that's everything, I guess. I'm going to sort this a little better. This I can take right inside, and I'll probably test, and I'll try and take that out tomorrow. This stuff will not go out tomorrow. The stuff that I can figure out, I'll just take out, because I really only want to sell most of this stuff. I'm hoping that most of this stuff isn't worth very much. You know, this, having to clean all these is a bit of a disappointment, but it's extra work to do. Shout-outs. I give a shout-out to my friend Dan. I bought all this stuff off of him. AJ, SAP Zonk. He's not feeling well today for some reason. VideoGamerdaryll. Naztalgic. Myself, Secondhand Days, and my other YouTube channel, the Scummy Resellers. Look at this blown away. Chase after the right price. Picking for treasures with Sherman. Living the good life. Treasure Finder 28. Treasure Hunter. Most of all, VideoGamerdaryll. Again, if you don't mind keeping him in your prayers, and if possible, he has. Dan gave me a screw. If possible, he has a GoFundMe, and he does need a little bit of help if you can afford anything. I have the link in my description. And, you know what? I won't forget Blue Bus Dave and, of course, the Bargain Barons. And did I say the Scummy Resellers? That's a weird little channel. I'm having fun with it. I've gained subscribers, but then I lost subscribers. Who cares, right? Anyway, where am I going to be tomorrow? Clark. If you want to come see me there, and maybe buy some of the stuff. If you see anything you like, you want to buy from me, let me know. You know, make me a fair offer. I'm a pretty reasonable guy. I guess that's it. Clark tomorrow. AJ should be there. I'll be indoors. And then Wayne Powell on Sunday. Ta-ta for now.